Hi, everybody. Welcome to Spiritology Live. I am Phyllis. Yes, I am Y. Whitley. Welcome to Spiritology Live. Together, we will break free from religious shackles and elevate your journey toward a higher consciousness and a transformational self-discovery as we both breathe life into my Amazon best-selling book, Spiritology. In each episode, we will dive deep spiritually, metaphysically, and holistically, offering you the tools to master and manifest your promised land today. Let's go. I am so happy we are on episode 63, and 2023 is leaving. Post-pandemic is out the window. And I'm going to throw it out. Yes, I know many people saw a lot of losses in the last couple years. A lot of headaches, a lot of jobs lost. But I come to bring you good news. Not only for you to live in your promised land, to know that you have one, because a lot of people don't know they have one. So what I'm going to do is, we talked about my last podcast. I actually was just giving you some help on some gift so that you can relieve the stress and the debt cycle every year around the holidays. And you have to go back and listen to that. Before that, I had spiritual constipation. 3 parts. You must listen to that. And I guarantee you're going to send it to somebody. And if you're not, you will after I tell you to, because you know why? That's where you get blessed. When you give somebody else hope, you get blessed. Now, what are we going to talk about today? Guess what? We are going to talk about vision, the secrets. I'm going to give you 2 secrets. It sounds like a little bit, but I'm going to tell you 2 secrets to clear your path for the best year yet. You know why? Because a lot of y'all walk right in, slam right in, and you have these companies that you make promise to. And I am talking about really the gym. And some of them can just be going in there and getting some kind of tuck and pull. And you find yourself spending thousands of dollars on a credit card, the only credit card you have. I'm going to stop that. If you listen to the last podcast that I had in episode 62, I really showed you how to give the best gift for little or no money at all. I'm telling you, they last because you made somebody else's day. And in 2024, I believe in the universal law, and I believe that will come back at you. What are we going to know about today? We're going to learn about 2 things. Okay? You need to clear out your path. You really do. So I am going to go ahead and just give you something. I'm going to give you a quote by George Washington Carver. And it says, "Where there is no vision, there's no hope." Yes. You have to vision. Or should I say, use your imagination through many tools like affirmation, meditation, prayer, even visual boards. I gave you some secrets right there. I gave you enough that you can say, okay, talk to you later, Miss P. They call me Miss P. You know that, right? And if you have not heard of me, go back. You can find me on Spotify. You can find me everywhere. Amazon, FM. I don't even know the list, so please forgive me. Go find me. I guarantee you go back and listen to a lot of those tapes. It's really for what? Who am I? I help you find your promised land. At least first know you have one. Because what God said, lack of knowledge, my people will perish. And I give you knowledge to not only know you have a promised land, but then you got to live in it. Because people, what good is it? That's why so many lottery winners get all this money. I made it. And they get in their promised land and lose it a year later. So you have to not only know, you have to know how to walk in it. Let's go. 2, one of the secrets is clearing out your old relationship memories. I know y'all didn't want to hear that. I know I've been speaking about relationships. I'm a holistic coach, relationship coach. And I know you don't want to. Some of y'all say, I just can't hear it. I can't hear it. I'm so tired of it. Yeah, you need to. Because it's not so much for them, it's for you. You need to drop the baggage so you can go on and move on. Okay? Or you will be one of those females that grow old and set back and have this. If you mention relationship and she go crazy. Now, I have nothing against if you have been physically abused. That is something that is very delicate and sensitive. So some people was like, I really don't feel like I really want to just celebrate my grandkids. And if that's what you want to do, great. But you really want to release that person. Even if they hurt you, you want to say, God, take the memories, take everything. I don't want to think about this person, but I bless them on their way. Because see, you can never hurt nobody the way they should be hurt when they hurt you. But if you give them to God, all the universe will come after them in ways that they either going to learn from it or they're going to be put to their knees and humble themselves. But let's talk about you. You don't need to be stressed because stress brings illness on the outside. You don't need to. When you see people that are so old and bitter, believe me, it's pain build up. And then people, oh, doctor, I got this. And you know what? A lot of doctors probably already know this, especially psychiatrists, that if you change the way you represent yourself on the inside, a lot of your outside problems will disappear. That's why normally, I shouldn't even say the word. Don't be surprised if when you go to your doctor and they try to give you some type of prescription, don't be surprised if they sit there and they talk about how bad this particular problem is. They're feeding on you. They're feeding on you. The commercials feed on you. Even the songs feed on you. The songs make you feel like, I'm lonely. I don't have anybody. At least the old songs. Old songs really got down. Remember Teddy Pendergram? Isley Brothers. You be like, oh, I don't have anybody. You know what? Acknowledge what happened. Acknowledge the weight is on you. How do you know how much weight? They can't even mention the person's name. Yeah, that's deep. Emotional baggage. You want a relationship, but are you emotionally ready? That's why I'm here. Clean it out. Take it to your prayer closet and say, Lord, I cannot handle it. This person did this and as if God didn't know. Take them away. You know how they say, Kyle gone, take me away. You need to make amends of what you're going to do. Excuse me. What you're going to do to release that. Release it in an affirmation. You don't put their name in affirmation, but release it. I give you an affirmation right now. You're going to say, right here, right now, I release all the weight and the emotional drama and baggage that this particular person brought into my life. Let me have learned that I will not repeat history. Thank you for divine connection. That's going to better me. You see how I pulled that out? I pulled that out of the hat. Okay. You have to weigh everything. Your past relationships. You want to clean out all the clutter of any memories of your ex. Even if you have a wedding dress, give it to somebody. Give it to Goodwill. Your photos in your phone. Yes, you have to get rid of them. You have to. How about your photo album? If you feel like you want to keep some, especially if this is your kids or a kid father, and you have to, you can put them in a photo album where you don't need to know. You don't have to go into it. It's something that you can pass on to your children. Oh, the other thing that you need to do is some things need to be thrown in the trash. If you still have their clothing, if you still have their socks, if you still have their underclothes, you need to throw it away. or give it to the Salvation Army. Do you understand what I'm saying? You didn't think I was coming up in here to tell you this, right? You say, Miss P, what do this have to do with my 2024? I don't get it. No, you don't get it. This is why every year you meet the same person, the same spirit with a different face. I'm trying to give you a secret here. You didn't clear out your spirit. Yes. Is there a phone number still sitting in your phone? Do you have a picture of them on the entertainment center? How about the music that both of y'all listen to? If there's any music that bring you back to that person, don't listen to it no more until you know you can listen to it and say, oh, that's just a song about, two lovers. Did you hear what I said? Seriously, I'm telling you, people are out here and they go into depression because of something that triggers their emotion about an ex that went on, about an ex that physically or verbally abused them. You have to get rid of that junk. So when you walk into the New Year's, it's not about, oh, I'm gonna meet somebody gonna be standing in 2024. It's about, I am emotionally stable. I am not messed up mentally. You want to release all those toxins because all that toxin in your system is going to manifest into illness. I know. This is why I really hang on holistic practices. What you have on the inside got to come out. So when you say, oh, Miss P, I just don't understand. You just go in a relationship and I'm supposed to do this and I'm supposed to. Let me tell you something. You take one, what they say, Forty the slow man, what's it that? Put one foot in front of the other. That's what you're going to do. You are going to say, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid. And and let me tell you, you're going to cry. I remember when one of my ex, I had to just tear up their letters. I cried. But when I finished and I threw it out, I said, whew, I felt it good because you don't have no idea what's going on in the spiritual realm. You can't even see it. Well, if I can't see it, how do I know it's real? You was in love. Were you really in love? Yeah, Miss P, I was in love. How do you know? Did you see your heart? Did you see his heart? Mm-mm. It's an inside job that you need to clean, baby. The other thing that you can do, because that's the relationship. Now that you cleaned out the clutter of that relationship, you took away everything that needs to do, even the songs. You just don't do it right now. Just don't play those songs. If that's your best artist, just don't play that song if it remind you. Stay away from the places that remind you of you and that person. If it's a particular restaurant or whatever, it might be a perfume that you know that he loved. I would get rid of the perfume. I'm telling you, little things like that triggers your emotion. Get rid of it. Woo, that was heavy. And you better not have his clothes in the house. And this goes for men. For female, you got her clothes in there. You loved perfume. I mean, this is how you get rid of it. Yes. In 2024, whatever year you listen to this podcast, I'm teaching you how to clear the path. I'm telling you, when you listen to this, go get a box, start throwing that stuff away. Or you may have pictures that you give over to go to their mother and say, here go their pictures. I remember mailing my pictures to the person. They was like, how dare you mail me the pictures? I would never do that. I said, okay, I'm sorry you feel that way. They was devastated. And I have a picture. Yes, I have a picture of my ex. I do carry at least one, but I can do that. And I don't even run into it because it's in an album book somewhere. I don't even run into it, but I want some memory that I can say, look at who I went with. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you can do it. In some cases, y'all have been hurt so bad you don't want to do it. So now you know how to clean out. And then don't forget social media. If you are friends with that person, stop it. Unfriend them. I know some of y'all say that's just too much, No, you know why you say it? Because you want to stay connected to them some way, somehow. I've been there. And especially through social media, because you want to go and look at that social media and see him giving his dying love to somebody else. And this is where men and women get in trouble. You hang on to them and then you turn around. And there's some people coming, and doing counseling. I'm like, well, how do you know this person's with somebody? I mean, I just happened to went on their site. So you just fell on their site. You just woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and fell on their site. And they with somebody. Well, good for you to see that. Because don't you think that they know you looking? Or they just probably don't give a, they don't I don't give a whoop. That's how much they thought of you. So unfriend them. You gonna feel so good. It's gonna hurt, but you're gonna feel so good. You don't need to follow nobody like a detective. Leave it alone. Now, some of you have that mental mind where you can stay friends with your ex. I remember a friend told me that she stayed friends with every ex she had. And I said, good for you. And the older I get, I didn't have that many ex. I know a lot of y'all say that, but y'all can't even count the men on your fingers and your feet. Hello. But seriously, they can call me on a holiday or something. Hey, how you doing? I wish you the best. I'm over it. It was a time they couldn't call me. I was like, you heard me. What am I saying? Get rid of all the junk from your ex. 2, this is going to be your next secret. I'm going to tell you is self-care treatment. I heard about that, Miss Pierre. No, I'm going to teach you something. Rearrange and upgrade your house. You don't have to go buy expensive stuff. You don't even have to go, you know how I am, the best for less. During the holiday season, let it be a time. If you have kids or your kids is grown or teenagers or whatever, if they still in the house, rearrange your space, your room. Turn the desks around. If you're an entrepreneur, go in your room. If you want to go ahead on Christmas, on the holidays, I say, because some people don't celebrate Christmas. I use that as a time to really give to my household and me. And you may say, hey, I need some new curtains. I need a bedspread. Make your room or your space, even if it's the office space, more productive to let in prosperity. And you want to, even if you want to get that corporate job and you have to dress a certain way, just make sure everything is nicely pressed, clean, and get a hangers cost under $5 and get some new hangers. Don't have your clothes hanging off a wire hanger that we used to, I was brought up on. And yeah. And get some new hangers. I mean, you go to the dollar store. I wouldn't get my hangers for the dollar store, but you'd be surprised. They may have some good ones. And if you just get some and put some clothes up there that represents your new job. It is so many things. These little things I'm telling you, go in your bathroom, clean it out, get some bubble bath. If you can't use bubble bath, they have a lot of stuff that's fragrant free, holistic products that you can literally get. I mean, I'm telling you, Epsom salt is the best thing if you don't do bubble bath. Get some candles, put it around your tub. Well, I don't like bath. I like showers, Miss P. Guess what? Take the candles and put them around your sink so when you go in your shower. And I would recommend getting the ones that's battery operated because we don't want to burn your house down. Okay? Get some sweet fragrance that you like or essential oils. When you come out that bathroom should be lit up. When you walk in there, it should be lit up. Do you understand? Play some relaxful music. Do not play the songs that you and your ex had together. Play some relaxing music. You understand what I'm saying? You are doing self-care to your body, mind, and soul. And then when you lay down in your bed, you might have whatever type of sheets. Make sure they're soft. Spray a little fragrance in it and make sure that you literally are relaxed. Do you see what you're doing? You are giving yourself care, self-love. What do this got to do with cornbread and milk? It has everything. I'm preparing you to love yourself, and then you will attract those people who will come and love you too. You ever met that person who just everybody just look like they're kissing their behind? You know why? Because they only treating them the way they treat themselves. I just gave you the biggest secret right then and there. Jolly Jack comes and treats you bad, but if you have read my book and you have taken some of my classes, you will realize Jolly Jack is coming to treat you the way you treat yourself. Miss P, I don't understand. I don't believe. You believe in laws of attractions. That's why you got a vision board. The same way you're trying to attract the things that you want by putting it on paper so you can see the image is the same way you're putting that image in your mind. That image, that whisper that you constantly tell yourself that you are no good and you don't deserve anything, especially during the holidays. You know why? Because you go and buy everybody a gift. But what did you do for yourself? I don't want nothing. I just want to give. I want to give. I want to give. Yeah, look at my last episode and I'll teach you how to give. No money, a little. So you see how I prepare the bathroom, prepare your room. I call it your space. And if you are empty nester, prepare your whole house. Do something good for you. If you bake, go buy some baking pans and stuff like that as a gift. Don't go crazy, but something nice. Depending upon what you like to cook, get a crock pot. People don't know that that's the best cooking that you can ever do. Throw everything in one pot. And when you do this, I want you to do this really throughout the holidays because you're going to be so wrapped in going, coming, it depends on you work outside the home and you running home. You're going to make your house a castle. And if you married, make that castle for your husband to come home, or if you're a stay-at-home dad, make it a castle for your wife to come home. Do you understand? If you work in the house, make your surroundings beautiful. Doesn't cost money. Rearrange everything. You can go to the thrift store and find some stuff for nothing. Go to the garage sale. Somebody's sitting up there giving away a desk that they probably paid so much money for because they just need to get it out the house. You can do all this up until New Year's. And guess what? I'm not finished yet. Then you can go ahead and have affirmation at nighttime when you lay in the bed. And you can say, for instance, as I lay myself down in this wonderful bed that I am blessed with, I give thanks to you, Supreme Father, for divine love connection, divine job connection, and divine prosperity. Amen. Oh my goodness. Let's see what God has to say. Matthew 6:34. Matthew 6:34, and that's the New International Version. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Do you understand what God is saying? I do. I had to do something like that, a podcast on that. Let me explain this to you. Let me give you the revelation. Worry will bring a manifestation that will lead you to the doctor's office. And the only reason why you want to go to the doctor's office is for maintenance care, wellness prevention. And if you say, well, I have to go to the doctor because I'm on this, on that, we want to get you off that consciously. You want to say 2024 is about self-love. And I guarantee you, when you release that old man in the closet and you start giving yourself self-care, you would be surprised. The next time you go to the doctor, they may look at you and say, you don't need this medication no more. Now, don't you go in there and say, Miss P told me, to get off this medication. You would just be surprised what you manifest when you start loving yourself. Oh my God. I have a bonus. Listen, if I act crazy over a bonus, this is because I'm giving you something. And every time I wake up, that day I just get some type of extra something, unexpected something. You know why? Because I give out these little things called bonuses. What is the bonus? Buy yourself a flower or maybe some chocolate. I'm even gonna let you get some ice cream. If you have a problem with dairy, go get some dairy ice cream, dairy-free ice cream. Get sherbet, anything like that. They have them in the supermarket. I'm guarantee you, you give yourself permission. Don't eat the bucket. Get it. And you will find out the fact that you gave yourself permission, you're not going to be a closet eater. Buy yourself a flower. You can buy yourself a flower. Pick a flower. God dang it. Well, if you in the Sunshine State, you can pick a flower. Get yourself a flower, a bouquet of flower throughout the holidays. Take the time to do it. And you know why? You will be so busy cleaning out all the junk for your path. At the same time, you're giving yourself self-care. That you won't have time to worry about tomorrow, like God said. You will be stress-free. And then when January gets here, you'll say, oh my God, I have no debt to pay. Because I was so busy giving everybody the best gift you can give them. And that's coming from podcast 62. And you're going to also say, I release and now I receive. I thank you for coming over here into my space and being a part of my journey. I thank you. I need you to share this on my podcast, share my book. It is the holiday. And if, I didn't even discuss what's new. It's so much. I'm working on a book right now that should be finished hopefully by New Year's. And I have some t-shirts, of course, on Amazon. And I also have some pillows and cups. Oh my goodness. And these are inspirational, spiritual things that you can do for yourself. What you can also do is not only go on Amazon and get any of my books. I even have coloring books. You can go on my website, which is, selfwhisper.com, and you can get the books for half price. I'm giving it away like that. And I just want you to say, or should I say I want you to, say this with me. Remember, if loving yourself is right, you don't want to be wrong. Out.